In a previous video, I decided I wanted to take some of my Inktober illustrations and put them in color. So I decided to paint them in watercolor. Been a while since I used watercolor for anything. Thought I'd get back into it. But unfortunately, I drew the original images on paper that wasn't good for watercolor painting. So, rather than risk destroying the original artwork, I printed it out on my laser printer and painted that. I didn't know at the time that watercolor paper didn't really hold toner that well, or at least the watercolor paper I used, but I gave it a shot, and I mean, the artwork that came out was pretty good, in my opinion, at least for a first shot of getting back into watercolor. However, some of the negative effects of watercolor paper not holding toner really bugged me, and I wanted to see if maybe I could try this experiment again. Maybe I could try different kinds of paper. So I tried putting another kind of watercolor paper and a couple different kinds, but I ran into a new problem. My laser printer can't handle anything that comes close to the thickness of cardstock. So I kind of had to regroup, and then I decided, oh wait, watercolor paper technically isn't the only kind of paper that can take watercolor. And I tried this mixed media paper. That went through the printer pretty good. So I decided to print out 2 more illustrations from my previous videos. And the artwork in question is this zombie hand bursting out of its grave, rising from the dead. And this picture of Kuzan Aokiji from the anime and manga One Piece. If you only know One Piece from the live action version, sorry, you're not going to see this guy for a few seasons. But he's a very cool character. He's got Iceman powers for your Marvel people. Anyhow, I ran into less problems with this paper. This paper was pretty good. It held the toner, and the smudging effect was still there, but it wasn't nearly as bad. While the texture doesn't feel as nice to paint on, I gotta say, aesthetically, I do like it better. The color, it holds the watercolor pretty good. I mean, it's looking pretty vibrant, pretty colorful. It absorbs right in. Same wrinkles as the thin watercolor paper, but not nearly as bad as paper not designed for different types of media, very wet media. Not bad, not bad. I still didn't like the smudging effects and the inconsistent blacks. I still went back with a Sharpie though. I still ended up kind of hitting it with the Sharpie and darkening those blacks up to look nice. Also, I decided to throw some highlights into the zombie hand with this white paint marker. I've been playing with paint markers lately, and I might make a video of them later. The zombie hand, mixed feelings on how it came out. I think I could have done a little bit better. But Aokiji looks sick, at least in my opinion. But you know what? I've decided to do a little bit more with these 2 images in the next video, so stay tuned.
If you enjoyed this video, be sure to do all the YouTube things with bells and buttons, and then check out another one of our videos, like this one over here.